In this video, I'm going to demonstrate how to use annotations in Camtasia for Mac. And annotations are a really powerful tool that allow you to draw your audience's attention to a particular portion of your screen. So I'm going to grab my playhead and scrub through my video until I find a place where I want to put in an annotation. And we're going to go up here to this menu. There we go. And I can use an annotation to help draw my audience's eyes to that file menu. So I'm going to pick shape and pick an arrow, and all I need to do is just click on that and drag it down onto the timeline. It'll automatically add a new track if I need one. And now if I click on it, I can select it and I can resize it. And this is very similar to resizing any shape that you have in a PowerPoint or a Google presentation. I can rotate it, make it a little bit smaller. Let's put it up here next to that menu. But just for the sake of this video, let's say I want to change the color because I'm crazy about red. That's probably my favorite color to use for annotations, and I really don't like this green. So over here on the far right, below the preview pane, you'll see this properties pane, which is this little gear. And I can open that up and I can change the color of my arrow. So there's my red. I can change my fill style, so I could do solid. Let's do a solid red. I can change the opacity, so if I want to make it semi-transparent, I can do that. And now that I've done that, the last thing I want to do is to add a transition. So I want this to fade in and fade out. So I'm going to just click on transitions. I'm going to grab fade out and just drop it right on top of my annotation at the beginning and end. And now we can play that back and see what it looks like. Now it stayed on screen for way too long. So I'm going to click on that annotation and put my mouse at the very end and drag it to shorten it up. And let's try it again. And that's pretty good. All right. Now there are a couple other annotations that I want to share. The blur tools are really good as well. So let's say, for example, that you only want to highlight a portion of your screen. I can select just this box here. And of course, I can resize that. I can grab any of these little circles and I can resize the box so I get exactly around that menu. And I might want to do the same thing. I want a nice transition. I want to fade into this so you can see what this looks like. There's our arrow. Now the menu is going to open up and it's going to, again, darken everything except what is inside of this box or this window. Let's get rid of these. So a couple more. They also have these auto sketch annotations, which are pretty cool. So I'll drag one down here and place that on the timeline so you can see what this looks like. And let's put that arrow pointing right here at the import button. And I'm just going to make it just a tad bit smaller. And now if we play that back, you'll see what that motion sketch looks like. So there are a variety of different ones that you can choose from. Of course, they have text that you can add. You can also add lines and arrows, shapes. There are blur tools, which are nice. So if you need to blur out a portion of your video, for example, if it contains sensitive information, you can do that. There's the sketch motion. And then also key commands. So if you want to put in Control-Alt-Delete or Shift or Control-V or Control-X, you can actually have that pop up on screen. So that is a short overview of the annotation features in Camtasia for Mac.